the question of space related to publication is quite a huge one, and it's related to strictly related to the relationship between digital and physical. And one actually of the main issues or of the main qualities that it's attributed to digital is to save physical space. Take the library as the main example. In the libraries, actually, they are running out of space, accumulating physical printed stuff for years, if not centuries. They're starting to have problems of space, and it seems that digital would be the godsend to let them continue to accumulate stuff. But actually, I'm very convinced that it's not a problem of space, but it's a more subtle problem. Actually, the virtual space, although we start to perceive it as a space entering our real space all the time. The whole concept of post-digital is that the two spaces are not distinguishable anymore. But at the same time, they are still different. They are still two different spaces with very different characteristics, especially for our perception and for their role. So our perception of the physical space is a pure three-dimensional perception. And when it's related to publications, we apply a series of perceptual categories that are with us since the very beginning, I would say. They are ancestral categories. So we can find objects through their coordinates in 3D, and we apply it for shelves, in libraries, for example, beyond their cataloging strategies. And for doing that, we apply our photographic memory most of the time. So we are able to locate, for example, a specific article in a magazine or a page in a book, just locating the book in 3D. When we switch to the digital space, this completely changes, because the 3D, it's lost. For one, even if we have 3D representations. Why? Mainly because the screen is bidimensional. So we have to find our coordinates in the very small space of the screen. Even if there's a conceptual deepness in the screen, actually there's none that we can really perceive. So the role of the virtual space, it's different from the physical one. And it's different also because digital publications can be limitless, potentially, in virtual space. And this is another very important characteristic, which tricks our senses most of the time, which is that we have reached the stage where we can't really figure out the whole virtual space. It's so huge. If you think about the whole digital storage space on the internet, it's almost inconceivable. You can't wrap your mind around that. And it's the same when you think about the publications that can be in a virtual space. It's such a huge amount of publications that can be stored, that can be accessible on such a small physical space because they are represented as digital. And this has consequences, of course, which can be social, if you want, even political, in the management of this space. There are, of course, very, very strong differences between the fixed space on the page of a book, of a magazine, of a fixed publication, and the virtual space where a digital publication can be located in a digital space and being digital itself.